Sando watch. I am excited.
Anyway, tonight we're going to tackle two of the first round matchups. We're going to try to get through this.
Space Jam taking on Little Big League.
Yep, the 1-8 seed there.
And then we call this the Band-Aid match.
It's the one that nobody wanted to do.
Rip it off and get it over
And so,
with.
yeah, exactly.
Mighty Ducks taking on the Sandlot. Let's start with the Mighty Ducks first of all. What is this story about?
Start with the Mighty Ducks, yeah.
What year did it come out? 92?
92. It was the first of the bunch. It was the earliest movie on the board.
It was the pioneer, trailblazer, all right? Mighty Ducks is about primarily Emilio Estevez.
Really, it is, yeah.
He's an attorney. One night, Bombay is a little bomb boozing, gets a DUI, and Bombay gets bomb busted. Disney. Bold.
This is just, yeah.
Drinking and driving?
Yeah.
But guess what? It didn't matter because his boss went ahead and said, hey, Bombay, I'm going to cut you a deal, all right? Cutting you a deal. You're not going to drive anymore. You get a limo.
He gets a limo.
You get your own driver. You're still going to get paid, but you got to coach Pee Wee hockey. I want a fucking DUI.
I don't want a DUI. He gets a limo and his own driver?
Yeah.
And he still gets paid.
Still getting paid.
But he's got to put up with these little shitheads.
I'm Gordon Bombay. I'm the new coach. Afraid so, dude.
These guys, it's a bad hockey team. They suck. They're the Bad News Bears of hockey.
Yeah, your typical ragtag bunch of kids who just don't fit together at all, but they got to find some way to work
They're underdogs,
together.
and by golly, here comes the coach that doesn't want to be there. This movie, it had some heels.
Reggie! That's a good idea, Jesse. Come on, I was just kidding, okay? Hi, girls.
Does your mommy know you have dad?
So here's my pros for Mighty Ducks. We already established it was the first of these movies, so it didn't have anything really set in the stage for it going in. They laid the groundwork going forward. And you really can't argue with the movie that spawned an actual sports franchise. There is a hockey team still called the Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
You know,
I think they dropped Mighty,
staying
but they're
power
the
right
Ducks.
there.
Yeah, very influential flick of the early 90s.
Now let's talk about Coach Bombay.
Yeah.
All right? He wasn't just a coach.
No.
He wasn't just a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
He was a badass Pee Wee hockey player.
Mm-hmm.
How many goals did it say he had?
198?
Bingo! That's a lot of goals, but then we looked it up.
Because we thought for sure no one's going to score 198 goals.
That's a lot!
We thought that's an outrageous number. They're just being...
But none other than Wayne Gretzky scored 378.
That's insane.
378 goals in one season.
That's
in Pee Wee.
insane.
I'm glad that we did this tournament just so I know that.
Right?
That is an amazing stat.
Had to have been on PEDs. Tell me about what you didn't like about this movie, because as we got into this movie on the revisit, it became very apparent that something was happening.
Well, yeah, this movie, if we were going to base it on, what we're basing it on is if it's a good kids movie or not. If you're a kid, you're going to be kind of bored in this. I mean, it's a great film.
Yeah,
But
it's a good film.
Not a kids movie. It's about Coach Bombay. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's soul searching. He had something happen to him as a young hockey player, and quite frankly, he's reminded of it even in his age now. He's got issues, but he's also a great player, great coach. But my problem in this movie though was the kids, the characterization of them. There weren't enough personalities. There wasn't enough backstory. And if there was, I don't think I would have cared at this point. But let's talk about its competition, The Sandlot. What is The Sandlot about? Give me the...
Sandlot. The Sandlot came out in 93, year after Mighty Ducks, and it's set in the 60s. It's about a kid moves to a new town with his mom and his stepdad, Bill.
Bill?
Dad.
I mean, Bill.
He's a little confused.
Dad, Bill.
He's a little bit nerdy. He's in his...
Bill. Dad.
He's in his room like building erector sets and shit.
Plastic Mitt.
And Benny the Jet Rodriguez comes over and he's like, hey, Smalls.
Benjamin Franklin the Jet Rodriguez. Great
On point.
name.
He's like, hey, Smalls, get your ridiculously large fishing hat and your crappy old baseball, man. We're going to go to Sandlot and play baseball.
That hat.
And he introduces him to this wonderful cast of characters. down at
Amazing! And what a great way they introduce the characters.
Scott, that's Timmy and Tommy Timmons. Mike Squints Pelladors. Alan McLennan, we call him Yeah. Bertram Grover Weeks. Kenny DeNunez. And Hamilton Porter. We call him Ham. Guys, this is Scott Smalls.
Hi.
And
A lot of great characters. Ham,
yeah.
the catcher, he's a scene stealer.
Hamilton, the big porter. Long ball porter. Come on, Nunez.
And this guy just, I mean, he backed it up. He had swagger.
And so it's, like I said, set in the 60s. It's in, I know you love period pieces.
The retro factor is amazing. The cars,
Yeah.
just the music, the soundtrack was off the hook on this
Gosh,
thing. Wendy Peppercorn.
Speaking of lovely
Excuse
and
me,
beautiful
I'm
to watch.
Wendy Peppercorn, I'll tell you what, is greater than Topanga.
He said it.
Yeah.
He ain't lying.
Scene after scene in this, with these characters being so
The
great. The
great.
soundtrack was money. It's, you know, it's the summer. You're in, what, 5th grade, 6th grade? How old were these kids?
Yeah, exactly.
You wanted to be these kids. In fact, I want to be this kid right. I want to be one of them right now.
And we talk about the great characters in this movie. You can't leave out the heel in the movie.
The Beast.
The Beast.
Who was the owner of the Beast?
Darth frickin' Vader.
What was the Beast, though?
This larger-than-life dog. And by the end of the movie, this dog is just bigger than a school bus in your mind. Like
Humongous.
They show these flashbacks of him at
So great. That
Myrtle's-
treehouse scene.
Yeah.
Hey, you want a s'more? S'more what? No, you want a s'more. I haven't had anything yet. So how can I have some more of nothing? Shut up! You're killing me, Smalls.
When they all get together. See, it's scene after scene. It was so great.
So wonderful. Yeah, my only knock on the Sandlot, I guess it's not really much of a knock, but they build the Beast up so much over the course of the movie, and then you get to the end, and it's just kind of a really big dog.
Practical effects, though.
Yeah. And so that's kind of a letdown, but the movie is so great.
I'll tell you what, whether it's the scene at the pool with Squints, fooling Wendy Peppercorn,
Oh, yeah.
them trash talking the preppy,
Watch it, jerk. Shut up, idiot. Moron, scab eater, butt sniffer, pus licker, fart smeller.
and then whooping them up so hard that they celebrated by eating chew and going on carnival rides and puking everywhere. That's my their puke was the same color. I don't buy it.
Don't buy it.
All the same color. That's too convenient.
Yeah.
Not unless they went to a spaghetti feed altogether.
Well, as we got deeper and deeper into the Sandlot, it became blatantly
apparent.
apparent that Mighty Ducks didn't stand a chance.
Didn't stand a chance.
You know,
It's that- this is a fine wine, the Sandlot. It ages well. So well.
And on
What
the other
happened with
side-
Space Jam and Little Big League?
Yeah, Space Jam take a shit out of Little Big League.
Bill Murray, Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny. What do you expect?
$90 million, yeah.
Come on. Little
So-
Big League, whatever.
Yeah.
Guess what?
I'd agree.
Sandlot could meet the Mighty Ducks to the finals.
Ooh.
What a
sweet
match.
revenge.
What a match.
Yeah, Mighty Ducks still has a horse in this
They'd
race,
have to
so.
put on some different uniforms to get ready for it.
Thank you for watching.
So much. We appreciate you.